today we're talking about something that I really never expected to see. This is the DOQO DQ-1 integrated keyboard and trackpad. This is for the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, and it is available for the 11-inch. I got this on Kickstarter by backing their project maybe back in January of this year, and I never thought I was going to see it. I did obviously get it, right? And today we're going to go ahead and unbox it, get to know it a little bit better, and see what my initial thoughts and impressions are of this keyboard. I am Mike, this is Tech 24/7 TV. Let's get nerdy and talk about keyboards. Welcome back to Tech 24/7 TV, where we bring you the best in unboxing and product reviews so you can make informed buying decisions. Here on this channel, we do the analysis of the various bits and bytes that transcend technology, only to find their way into your pocket. So if you like product review videos, just like this keyboard video that you're watching right now, make sure you are subscribed with notifications so you can be alerted when that new content drops. So the first thing to talk about here is going to be the price. Now, when I bought this for $130 or $140 on Kickstarter, obviously pre-launch, now this is $220 and it's available for either the 11-inch or the 12.9-inch at that same price. It does come in two different colors. Again, it is aluminum. 220 bucks. There's obviously a lot of competition, and I would say, that's something that you'll have to think about whether or not it's going to buy. It does have a high degree of build quality. Now, the iPad here sits in the case by these little clips here at the top, where you'll see that it holds the iPad in place, and then the keyboard and trackpad connect to your iPad by this USB-C cable that's kind of hidden in the hinge or tucked away into the hinge. So this is a cable connection to your iPad. There is no Bluetooth needed in order to go ahead and do this. Now, what makes the DOQO keyboard a little bit unique here is going to be the 8 different ports that they have on the side. So on this side, you have USB-C power delivery up to 18 watts, HDMI 4K 30, you have a 3.5 millimeter jack, and then finally here is going to be a full-size SD card. Now on the other side, you're going to have 2 USB 8 ports, which are capable of delivering 5 gigs of data transfer speed, another USB-C port, which is USB-C 3.1 if I'm not mistaken, and a trans flash card or a micro SD card. All that is built into the case and allows you to go ahead and take advantage of these ports when you connect this integrated USB-C cable into your iPad. Now, also this does have a 5,000 milliamp battery, which allows you to go ahead and use all these accessories without draining the battery on your iPad. Now, by itself, I say this is maybe about 1.25 pounds if I'm not mistaken. It does have a nice weight to it. It's not necessarily too heavy. And when you put your iPad Pro in it, it does have a good weight distribution. Closed, when you open it, obviously since the iPad is heavy, a lot of that weight is going to be built into the hinge or into this back plate here, but it does not tip over with kind of just a light brush, or say maybe a moderate brush, unless you have the hinge all the way back for like maximum viewing angle. Now here you can see obviously it's just like a normal hinge, and it closely resembles a MacBook Air with this little cutout here. On the bottom you have the feet in order to go ahead and protect the surface, whatever it is on. Here, putting the iPad into there is very simple. There are 2 clips near the top that allow you to go ahead and place the iPad in bottom first, plug in the USB-C cable, rotate the clips at the top to get a secure fit. And as you can see here, obviously this is for the 2020 iPad Pro. It's built for it. It's got the cutout there for the camera. But though I can't imagine you're gonna be using your iPad like this to take photos because you'd look like a fool. No judgment if you're doing that. But hey, it's just my opinion. The keyboard itself is a scissor switch keyboard, so it does have a good typing experience. I would say the keys they're obviously not mushy. They have a good feeling to them. I'm the type of person that can get accustomed to typing probably within 15-20 minutes of using a keyboard. And that is the same for this keyboard. I think it has a good feel to it. All of the keys here are going to be backlit. There's 3 levels of backlighting, plus obviously the off when you're using that. And you have this dedicated row of iOS function keys, which is the normal suspects. So you're able to go ahead and push the home button and pull up the app switcher, raise and lower the brightness. You will go ahead and have the media control keys. You have the on-screen keyboard, in addition to the volume keys and raising and lowering the brightness on it. Now, additionally, there's this H key, which is all the way at the far right-hand side, right here. And when you push that, that actually go ahead and turns on and off the hub. So if you wanted to, you can go ahead and have your accessories connected, but then turn that off, and that will go ahead and disconnect the power and the accessories from your iPad. So that is nice. You don't have to worry about having that constant drain, which is probably, that is a problem that you see here when you're using a hub. Anytime that you have a hub connected, it is always draining your battery, and here they give you a simple on-off switch, eliminating that problem, which I am a fan of. Now, the trackpad itself is a multi-function or multi-touch trackpad. I would say that it is not the same as what you maybe be used to on your Magic Keyboard. The trackpad has quite a unique sound. I don't know, it sounds very peculiar, maybe to say. I don't like the sound. I think it's a little bit too loud, where if I was maybe, say, working in bed next to, you know, my significant other, that trackpad would probably wake her up and she would hit me with her slipper. So I wouldn't be, I wouldn't want to use this then. Here along the top of the trackpad, that area is not clickable. It does support 1, 2, 3, and 4 finger gestures. Some of the gestures are a little I would say the way that they're implemented is a little strange. Like when you do the screen zoom, it actually zooms the screen. I would say it's an accessibility tweak, the way that it's doing it, because the screen actually, the text on the screen is reshuffled. Let me find a good example of it here. I'm on theverge.com. If I go ahead and pinch to squeeze this text, you can see that the way that it actually brings in the text is different than when I do it without the keyboard connected. So let's take that out here. So here you see that none of the text actually repositions itself or formats itself for the size of the screen. So it's just weird. I don't necessarily say I would like it, but it is something to think of when you do that. Unfortunately, there's no configuration. You can't change that. There's no app that comes with this like some of the third-party keyboards. As a quick basis of comparison, here is the DOQO, here is the Magic Keyboard. You can see here that the trackpad, all right, on the Magic Keyboard is gonna be a little bit smaller than this is by about, I would say 30%, just roughly estimating it. Obviously the DOQO has a much bigger footprint because there's this battery and this additional functionality built into it. Now I do have another video planned for a comparison with the DOQO, the Magic Keyboard, and the Bridge Pro Plus. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications to be alerted when that content drops because that is coming soon. So yeah, some of the gestures are interesting. Like when you swipe up with 4 fingers, it takes a screenshot, and I'm used to swiping up with 3 fingers, which that does not work. But it does list all the gestures here that are supported. So you can do 1 finger tap to click and move the pointer. You can drag items by tapping twice. You can slide over and pull up the switcher. You can also see the dock here by go ahead and sliding 1 finger up from the bottom edge, which is much like you do on iPad OS, on the Magic Keyboard or any other keyboard. You can do 2 fingers to click. You can also do pinch to zoom. You could swipe to navigate by forward and back inside pages, and you can scroll up and down using 2 fingers. 3 fingers, you can pinch inward. You can cut by doing the 3-finger pinch in. You can paste by doing the 3-finger paste out, and you can undo by 3-finger swiping to the left. So you actually cannot bring up Control Center, the availability of the apps or all the open apps, with the 3-finger swipe up gesture. That is a little bit annoying. But what you can do if you wanted to go ahead and overcome that, you would just swipe down once with 1 finger, all right, from any app that you're in, and that will bring up App Expose. All in all, I'd say this is a really interesting keyboard. I'm going to use this for a replacement to my Magic Keyboard. Now, from a do I like this or that kind of comparison, I would say that there's going to be advantages of both. If you're someone who maybe leaves your iPad inside of the case and you're looking for extra protection, the DOQO is going to be a better choice, especially because it is about $130 cheaper. But I would say that the Magic Keyboard really affords you the ability to use this or leave this on your desk as something that is being, as an accessory for your iPad, opposed to having your iPad always in this case, which that might be the breaking point for me because I'm someone who likes to use my iPad both inside of the case and outside of the case. I do plan on doing a comparison with the DOQO, the Magic Keyboard, as well as the Bridge Pro Plus. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that or if I should consider any other keyboards at this price point. Again, $220 for the DOQO. Now, this is going to be one of the last videos that you guys see in this space, as my family and I, we're moving to Florida very soon, and this will probably be it. Though I am super excited because I get to set up a new studio space down in Florida. I am Mike. This is Tech 24/7 TV. Hit like, hit subscribe. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one.